Neighbors swore they heard screams long before the police found the bodies. But when officers arrived, the house was completely silent. The crime scene was so disturbing that the house sat abandoned for years, rotting, yet waiting. Nearly a decade later, the Carter family bought the property for a bargain. To them, it was a dream escape from city life. A large farmhouse surrounded by woods, perfect for raising their children. But from their first night, something was wrong. The air inside was cold, unnaturally cold. Doors opened slowly on their own, and faint whispers drifted through the hallways. At night, Mr. Carter was awakened by the sound of heavy boots pacing above him. When he checked the attic, it was empty except for a rope still hanging from the beam. Their youngest daughter, Lily, began speaking to an imaginary friend. She called him the tall man with the rope. Sometimes, she would wake up with bruises around her neck, as though invisible hands had gripped her throat. The mother, Elaine, often smelled rotting meat in the kitchen, even when the room was spotless. At times, flies swarmed the windows in the dead of winter. Every night, the same thing happened. The clock struck 2:33 a.m., the exact time. Richard Crowe ended his life, and the house seemed to breathe. The walls creaked, the lights flickered, and shadows moved across the rooms. After weeks of torment, the final night came. The Carters awoke to deafening footsteps pounding through the house. Doors slammed. The attic trapdoor creaked open by itself. Lily screamed as a towering shadow with a noose around its neck appeared at the end of the hallway. Red stains spread across the walls, dripping like fresh blood. The family ran, but the front door refused to open until it finally burst outward with an invisible force. They fled barefoot into the night, never taking a single possession with them. The Hollowbrook House still stands, rotting deeper every year. Locals say if you drive by at night, you'll see a figure swaying in the attic window. The tall man, still watching, still waiting.